The Board of License Commissioners' March 20th, 2018 meeting is now in session. Before I start, let me read the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. We have Deputy Chief Joe Jackson sitting in for Chief Barron today, and Chief Building Inspector Jim Anderson sitting in for Jay Duca. Both are experienced members of the board. We do have one withdrawal without prejudice today. Agenda item number 2, we will not be hearing regarding the request of Napoli Pizza, so that has been taken off. And we will start with agenda item number 1, hearing regarding the request of Interfaith Social Services for a special use permit for the Stop and Shop Stigma 5K. Stop the Stigma 5K, formerly known as the South Shore Walk and 5K race. It's for April 28th, 2018, and it starts at the Kennedy Center. Is anyone here? Miss Paula Daniels? No? You are?
John O'Donnell.
John O'Donnell. Nice to have you here. John, tell us about the event.
Thank you. The event, I'm requesting a permit, as you said, for the 44th Annual Interfaith Social Services South Shore 5K Run and Walk. The event is scheduled, as you said, for April 28th. It's rain or shine. The proceeds from the event go to support families and individuals on the South Shore affected by mental illness and addiction. The event, as usual, as you mentioned, will start and end at the Kennedy Center. We expect approximately 400 participants, depending on the weather. We've contacted Lieutenant Vina, Community Police. They've been kind and very kind in participating in the event for the past several years. There also will be volunteer crossing guards to ensure that participants stay on the route. Brewster Ambulance will be on site that day. Registration will begin at 9:30. The race begins at 10:30. Refreshments and activities from 12 to 1, and the cleanup from 1 to 2, and will be out of the Kennedy Center by 2 o'clock.
There you go. And this is, how many times have we been doing this event?
I personally have been doing it for 5 years. I believe this is about the 20th.
Before I open up to the board, does anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, we'll close that portion. Board members, comments, questions?
You're all set with Lieutenant Pena, Lieutenant Pena, you've been in touch with him?
To be honest with you, he hadn't called back yet, but as I mentioned,
I'll mention it to him, but I know they were aware of it. We've done it forever, so.
Yeah, they're great.
And the Kennedy Center is a perfect spot to set everything up and go, so that's good. Looking for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Interfaith Social Services for a special use permit for the Stop the Stigma 5K, formerly known as South Shore Walk and 5K Race. The event will be held April 28th, 2018 at the Kennedy Center. Registration begins at 9:30. Race begins at 10:30. The race begins and ends at the Kennedy Center, represented by John O'Donnell.
Second.
Thank God. I was getting nervous for a second. Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Interfaith Social Services for a special use permit for the Stop the Stigma 5K road race and walk. The event will be held on the April 28th, 2018 at the Kennedy Center, 9:30 to 2, and it's being represented by Mr. John O'Donnell. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You're all set, John. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of the Suimac 10 II for a common vicular license due to a change in ownership for the premise located at 11 Brook Street, formerly the Crown Royal Cafe. Zing Ting Lee is the manager, and hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. How are you today?
Fine, Mr. Commissioner, thank you very much. My name is Attorney Russell Chin, Chin Law Firm, 400 Hancock Street, Quincy, Massachusetts, 02171. I'm here on behalf of the applicant, Sumac 10-2 Inc. and its principal, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee is here to apply for a CV license for change of ownership in the bakery known as Crown Royal Bakery at 11 Brook Street in the Wollaston section of Quincy. Mr. Lee plans to make no changes to that operation. It is currently a bakery as well as a barbecue, and he will simply be taking over those operations. He currently operates a bakery located on Billings Road in North Quincy, also known as Sumac 10. So we're here to answer any questions that you may have about our application for that CV license.
Where was the other location that he owned again?
Billings Road in North Quincy.
Okay. Everything is in order. Bruce Knapp from the building department was there on the 28th of February. Bill DeCarli was there on the 22nd of February.
There's only 2 items.
Everything else is in order. I do just have one comment, and it's in the rear of the property where the dumpster area is and the grease barrels are. If we could just make sure when the spring comes, you do a really good job of cleaning out that rear area.
Absolutely.
Because we've had issues with four-legged creatures
Sure.
in
I'll
the
make
past
sure.
down in that area, and we'd like to make sure that we don't get them back again.
Absolutely.
So
I'll make sure
that's
he
my
understands
big
that.
concern there. Any other?
Did you
Four.
say bakery?
Yeah.
You've been in the place before,
I
haven't
have
you?
not.
Oh. It's across from,
Stevie's, right?
no, down,
Next door.
it's McFarland's Hardware.
Right on the corner of all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think McFarland still owns it,
We probably
the
might.
building. But, so, anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, we'll close. One other item I would like to say is, it would also be very, very helpful if you could just make sure that we have a huge issue down there with just trash from the general businesses. Scratch tickets, and I don't even know if they sell scratch tickets. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, things like that. It's nice if you could get out there and just, at least in front of your building, do a cleanup, sweep it up every morning, and it goes a long way within the community, okay? Any comments, questions, concerns from any of the members of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Sumac 10-2 for a common victual license due to the change in ownership for the premises located at 11 Brook Street, which is currently the Crown Royal Cafe. Proposed manager Zai Ting Lai. Proposed hours of operation will be 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week, represented by Attorney Russell Chin.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Soy Mac 10 II for a common vicular license for the ownership at 11 Brook Street, currently the Crown Royal Cafe. The proposed manager is going to be Z Ting Lee. Hours of operation, 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it's represented by Attorney Russell Chin. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, okay?
Thank you.
Agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of Rosafa Mediterranean Bistro for a cabaret license for the premise located at 1089 Hancock Street. Mr. Marlon Villa, how are you today?
Hi, I'm actually Claudio. Marlon's my brother. So
You are who?
Claudio.
Claudio. He trusts you to come up?
Yes, so
Okay.
it's on him at the end. So
That's right, it is on him. So why don't you tell us what we're looking to do with the cabaret license there?
So I believe he has a band coming in on Friday nights that he would like to get the license for. It's just a 3-man band from Monterey right now. So.
Is he gonna do that every Friday, or
I'm not too sure if he's decided exactly on how it's going to go.
try
yet.
it out first and see how it
Yeah,
goes?
see how it goes.
And where's the band gonna be set up?
So on the bar side of the restaurant.
Okay,
If you're familiar with the
Yeah.
restaurant, it would be on the right side when you walk in,
right in that,
behind that little partition
Okay.
there.
that's probably about the best spot you could actually just put it there. I don't think there's many other spots to put it right.
There's nobody around there.
Yeah.
So she made it.
No, there shouldn't be, and I was just concerned about the outside. It's just, this is just gonna be strictly inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, we'll close. Board members, all the paperwork is in order?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, we actually have a few issues with this address on our
Okay.
end. Claudio, did you meet with Inspector Long today, or was it your brother?
Yeah, it was my brother, I believe.
Okay.
He did tell me about it though. He said that.
Is there some issues at the property, are you aware of them, the
Yeah.
answer system, the
Yeah,
hook,
yeah,
the
they're-
extinguishers, and I guess the front door was blocked with some stock?
Yeah, the flowers she moved out of the way.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, she had some
Yeah, it's just flowers.
plants there.
Yeah, and just,
I know.
so Inspector Long will be back, I suspect next week to check in and everything, so just make sure the hood, the extinguishers, and your insole system get updated, okay?
Yeah, they should be in there within the next day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you think they'll be done, I mean, you want, the band's coming in this Friday night, right?
I believe so.
Do you think it'll be done before Friday
Yeah.
night?
Yeah.
Do you wanna have us put pending
Yeah,
final
that'd be great.
inspection of the
Yeah.
fire department on the,
Sure.
motion?
Yeah.
And that way,
Perfect.
we can at least get you going up this Friday night, and then if it's not done, you're not gonna get it again until final inspection, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you're gonna grant it pending the,
pending final inspection from the fire department on the hoods.
Okay for this Friday.
Yeah, it's an okay for this Friday, and then, does that make sense?
no, but
No, yeah, do the best you can.
I'll try. Everybody good?
I'm ready.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Razafa Mediterranean Bistro for a cabaret license for the premises located at 1089 Hancock Street, represented by Claudio Vila, pending the inspection and sign-off of the Quincy Fire Department, with the approval for this Friday night.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant a request of Rosafa Mediterranean Bistro for a cabaret license for the premise located at 1089 Hancock Street for this Friday night, and then a permanent license for that same location pending final inspection by the fire department. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 5, hearing regarding the request of Timon LLC doing business as Captain Fishbones for a change in DBA to Victory Point for the premise located at 332 Victory Road. Mr. Donato Fraterelli. Okay. This is just a change of DBA.
Yes,
Everything else is staying the same.
exactly.
Everything went into the ABCC as far as that, we're all good with everything else. Mr. Lieutenant Trowski, any issues down there with Captain Fishbones? That's great. And we will now be calling you Victory Point.
Yes.
How long you have it as Fishbones now? How long have you owned it since you sold it?
We have owned it since December of last year. Not 17, but 16.
So a little over a year.
Yeah, there's been no issues.
Yeah, so that's-
Have you done renovations to the property?
We currently have a little bit of renovation going on. We had a permit granted, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Yeah, well, 2 weeks ago now.
You said the magic word, I'm sure Jim Anderson's ears were perking up. As soon as you
Yeah.
heard the word permit, it's like, okay, that's good.
And are you open now, or will you be opening this spring?
We're operating still under Captain Fishbones. Once we have our marketing plan and renovation is complete, then we will turn it right over to Victory Point granted approval.
So no time now off for renovation?
Probably, if we shut down, probably a week.
A week?
Yeah, and the real purpose of closing down would be for training purposes for staff.
Okay.
How's
Okay.
business been with the new, all the new apartments and condos?
Up and down, the weather has been the
Yeah,
biggest
it's
issue
tough.
lately, so it's been, so far so good. We're happy new neighbors in Quincy.
Yeah, I think you got a good spot there with all the new building and all.
Tremendous.
the That'd be great.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the little patio will be opening up on Patriots Day, right?
Yes.
The 16th, I believe, of Monday, is that the,
It might be in a foot of snow, but
you can have steamers.
Actually, we have to repeal the dumpster.
I'm
by
sure.
law. So after that is done, then we'll worry about it.
All right, board members, looking for a motion.
Everybody all set? Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Timon LLC doing business as Captain Fishbones for a change in the DBA to Victory Point for the premises located at 332 Victory Road, represented by Donato Fertoli. Was I close? Farrelly?
Give a second.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Timon LLC doing business as Captain Fishbones for a change in the DBA to Victory Point for the premise located at 332 Victory Road, represented by Mr. Donato Federoli. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set. Good luck.
Good luck.
Bye-bye. I'll call you tomorrow.
And we just have one communication, and it is from the Massachusetts State Lottery Commission, and they are offering Keno to go at the Quick Fuel Hancock, 315 Hancock Street. That's the gas station across from Quincy, North Quincy High School, and the Walgreens. So that will go in with no objections. And with that, I believe that is everything. Do I have a motion
Motion to waive the
to
minutes.
waive the minutes?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that will conclude the meeting of the Licensed Board of Commissioners. Thank you very much.
Good job.
Thank you.